अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक। कल जो है वो हमने डायस्टेसिस रेक्टा एब्डोमिनस के बारे में सारी डिटेल्स जो है वो पढ़ी थी। आज जो है हम उसके बारे में फर्दर जो है वो डिस्कस करेंगे। So tomorrow we discuss that diastasis recti abdominis can occur in men and women. In men we have the main common cause that due to some exercise, muscle weakness, inappropriate weight lifting, posture, this can lead to the separation of rectus abdominis muscle. And in women, it can occur due to the same complications as well as it can occur in pregnancy. So now if we discuss, today is our practical session and we will go through that how to examine, which is the main part, that how to examine that diastasis recti abdominis is present or not. And the second most important thing is to see that is how to treat it. Treatment is basically very important. Examination and treatment, both the component is, you can say, very important as compared to the causes and complication. And being a physiotherapist, you should be an expert in these. So if we talk about the examination of diastasis recti, we have discussed it yesterday that we can examine it with one finger, two finger, and three finger method. It's clear till now that there are three methods to manually examine for the separation of rectus abdominis muscle. But the main thing comes that how to examine this. So let's suppose that this is the rectus abdominis muscle and the midline is the linea alba. Linea alba is the midline of is a connective tissue which is joining the left side of rectus abdominis muscle with the right side. If the separation occur of rectus abdominis muscle at linea alba like this, or it can occur at any point. For example, let's suppose this is a point umbilicus. It is at level of umbilicus, it is above umbilicus, and it is below umbilicus. So there are three methods to find out that if diastasis recti abdominis is present or not, which will one finger method, two finger method, and three finger method. And you have to check both widthwise and lengthwise that how much separation is present. For example, you have to see that how many fingers are dipping in widthwise, and you have to check that how many fingers are dipping in lengthwise. So you have to check both about the width and the length of the separation. And if the length of or the separation is more than 2 centimeter, then you have to, mainly the treatment is go for the corrective exercise of diastasis recti. Today we will see that how we can perform the corrective exercise for diastasis recti abdominis, and further how what are the different type of core strengthening exercises we can perform to treat the patient. So now we will start with our practical session. Let's suppose कि ये जो है वो, let's suppose this is a patient and it's an abdomen. So this is the midline, which is basically the linea alba. You can see the button area is the linea alba. If the separation occur at this point, this is at the level of umbilicus, above umbilicus, and below umbilicus. As you see in pregnancy, directly muscles are stretching, and this can cause the separation. So during pregnancy and after pregnancy, the examination should be done and the treatment should be done as it is. And if it continue after postpartum, it can be dangerous for the upcoming fetus. So how to check it? You have to check. It is best to start with the two fingers. You have to check with lengthwise that how much fingers are dipping in. You have to perform this in spine position, but to demonstrate it, I am performing in standing position. You have to check that how much fingers are dipping in. First, you can check at the rest position. Second, you can check by performing the exercise, which was hook lying, and ask the patient to lift his head and shoulder. And you just have to check that how much fingers are dipping in. You have to check at three levels. First, at the level of umbilicus, second, above umbilicus, and third is below umbilicus. This is the lengthwise examination. And if I perform like this, then this is the width-wise examination, that how wide they are apart. So this is basically the examination part. And for the treatment part, we will perform it. I hope this view is clear to all of you. Now, first of all, you have to ask the patient to lie in supine position, and then you have to ask her to follow her bend. So the main position or the starting position for the movement is hook line position. And then we will ask the patient to raise her head, shoulders, such that she is moving her hands to touch her knees. This is the best way to demonstrate, to tell the patient that how to perform the movement. Try to touch your knees. This. When the patient will perform this movement, the abdominal muscles will be contracted. And when the abdominal muscles will be contracted, then the separation will be more easily palpable. So you will ask the patient to perform this movement, and you will examine both lengthwise and widthwise for the separation. And then the number of fingers that are dipping in, you can demonstrate easily with that how much separation is present. Now move toward the corrective exercise for diastasis recti, that we have checked that how much separation is present and how now we have to perform and treat it. So for the treatment purpose, you have to do the corrective. Firstly, you have to do the corrective exercise for diastasis recti. Is it clear and visible to all of you? Is there any query in the examination part? You can ask. Then then I will move toward the treatment section. So let's move towards the treatment. I told you that the starting position will remain the same. You will ask the patient to lie in hook-lying position, and you will ask the patient to perform the same exercise, which is lifting of her head and shoulders till the spine of scapula. So now I will ask the patient to perform the same exercise, but now instead of telling her to touch her knees, I will ask the patient to wrap her arms around her belly. And now I will ask the patient to, sorry, it was not visible to you. And then I will ask the patient to perform the same exercise. Now there is a gap, and the patient hands wrapping around it are performing and trying to fill the gap. I will tell you about the purpose, that why we are performing this exercise and what is the physiology behind this exercise. So this is the corrective exercise for diastasis recti. You have asked the patient to perform it 3 times a day with 10 repetitions. So perform it 2 or 3 times. So you can see that the patient is performing the exercise one more time. And if the patient abdomen is too large, you can wrap a sheet or any score or towel around her abdomen to ask her for the score. I will demonstrate you that as well. Now you can see that I have moved a para band because I don't have a wrapping sheet here. So I have asked the patient to pass it below her abdomen, and then I will ask the patient to cross it and then hold it in her arms. If the crossing is not done, then a patient is doing this in this position, wrap it like that, then it will be difficult for the patient to move forward. So you have to ask the patient to cross it. Just, Now you will ask the patient to perform the same movement while forcing the muscle toward the midpoint. So I hope this is clear to you. I will document again in the sitting position. So perform the same exercise. This. If the patient abdomen is too large, then it cannot be, approximation cannot be done with the arms, then you will ask the patient to use a support such as a wrapping sheet or towel, etc. This was the corrective exercise for diastasis recti abdominis. So I hope this is clear to you. If there is any question, you can ask. Then we will move towards the, you can say, core strengthening exercises that can be done when by performing the corrective exercise, the gap become less than 2 centimeter, then we can go for the core strengthening exercises. If there is any question, any query, you can ask. How much time it will take, it depends upon the patient condition. It depends upon how patient is effectively performing her exercise, and secondly it depends upon how much separation is present. So it varies from person to person. So I will demonstrate you that how to use our wrapping sheet. So let's suppose this is a wrapping sheet. Let's suppose the patient is in hook line position. You will ask the patient to wrap it around her abdomen. Like this. And then instead of saying to grab it in this hand, you will ask the patient to cross it and grab in opposite hand, as it will more effective to move forward. So this is basically the position to wrap a sheet to support the abdomen muscle while performing an exercise. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, if we move towards the core strengthening exercises, so the basic core strengthening exercises can be performed when the separation becomes less than 2 centimeter. Then you can ask the patient to perform the strengthening exercises for the abdominal muscle. Secondly, you can ask the patient to perform the pelvic bridging. You can ask the patient to perform the lunges in, the lunges in standing position, and then you can ask the patient to do the exercise of the obliques. When in lunges position, one foot is forward and one is backward, and the patient is moving his trunks towards the opposite side, then the muscles involving are obliques. So these kinds of exercises, core strengthening exercises, will be performed when the separation become less than 2 centimeter. Inshallah, one day on upcoming webinars, we will also discuss that how core strengthening exercises can be performed. So this was all about diastasis recti abdominis. There are other methods as well. You can see on YouTube that how exercises perform. The length is measured by 1 finger, 2 finger, and 3 finger method. If 2 finger separation is present, then it means the patient need attention for the treatment of diastasis recti abdominis. If the separation is less than 2 centimeter, then the patient still need exercises or treatment for it. But you can perform the core strengthening exercises or the exercises to tone up the abdomen muscle or to strengthen the abdomen muscles. But if the separation is more than 2 centimeter, it need attention. Patients' excessive activity should be avoided. For example, which we'll discuss tomorrow, from supine to sitting position. Next, if we talk about the high intensity exercises such as crunches, push-ups, etc., planks, these should be avoided. We will modify the lifestyle of a patient and we will ask the patient to go for the corrective exercise. Now there is one question. I told you that I will tell you that what are the purpose of diastasis recti corrective exercise and basically why we are performing it as a treatment. What is the physiology behind it? So you can see that the line present or the line connective tissue joining is linea alba. When the separation occurs, it is not that the linea alba will regenerate. It is the toning of the abdomen muscle to fill that gap. And that's why we are approximating the muscles toward the central point. So this is the concept. Don't think that the linea alba will generate to fill up the gap. It is basically the toning of the muscle to fill the gap. If the separation is very, you can say, throughout the linea alba, then there can be respiratory issue as the abdominal pressure is responsible. You can say it is involving in the movement of your diaphragm muscles. So there can be issue in respiratory if the diastasis recti abdominis is too severe. If there is any more question, you can ask. Diastasis recti abdominis is not the abnormality of muscle. It is basically the separation of muscle due to an extensive pressure or stretch on muscle. For example, if we are discussing it due to the bad posture or while performing exercises, abdominal exercises inappropriately, it can lead to the separation of the muscle. Or in pregnancy, when due to the uterus size, the abdominal muscle stretch, this can cause the separation in rectus abdominis muscle. It is not an abnormality. It happened due to some, you can say, physiological changes during pregnancy. And as the uterus size increase, the abdominal muscle stretch. If you have any more question, you can ask. Or we will end the webinar. Thank you so much for joining. Please like our YouTube channel and subscribe it. And thank you for supporting us and support us in upcoming webinars and upcoming videos. Thank you so much. If anyone questions is still unanswered, you can ask. Okay, I think no one has any more questions. Then we will end this. Those who are saying to repeat all the procedure once again, you can watch the video again. So it will be easy to you. This video will be available to you for, you can say, if you want to revise the lecture and if you want to okay, thank you so much. All of you stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.